There are a lot of mind-blowing body transformations online, and I actually helped all these people transform their body in 90 days. So today we're gonna look at a 100-day body transformation from another YouTuber, and let's see how he did. Tech YouTuber MrWhoseTheBoss transformed his body in 100 days.
This was me. Every day I was sleeping just 4 hours a night, walking an average of just 2,000 steps, drinking 4 cups of caffeinated tea, scoffing food at every possible opportunity, and just generally feeling like a sack of potatoes.
Let's look at these stats. So sleep 4 hours, terrible.
I mean, how can you survive on 4 hours of sleep?
44 milligrams of caffeine each day is not a lot. Steps 2,115.
That's very low.
84.5 kilograms. He is 186 centimeters. 84 is not that bad.
No.
Body fat percentage, 21.3%.
That would mean that most of his weight is actually fat and not muscle.
The first 5 days were horrible. I dropped immediately from 3 to 4 cups of tea and coffee a day to 0.
I actually think that's a bad idea because coffee can actually suppress your appetite and can help you to eat less, actually.
Also because this was definitely not the main issue.
I had no idea that I'd be practically unable to function without it. My eyes hurt, my forehead hurts, my whole face hurts. I was running at every possible opportunity, literally until I could not take another step.
Also, that is not necessary.
Why?
I mean, you see this a lot, actually. With people.
Just taking it to the extreme, changing everything right away, and then they give up.
So I was making myself do 25 minutes of fast walking at an incline every evening on top of that. Not easy when you're struggling.
On top of
to
the
make it
running?
even.
With this workout schedule routine, he would lose like 10, 12 kilograms.
It's been a week. Let's do a progress check. I couldn't believe it. Turns out that within just 7 days, I managed to bring that average sleep time all the way up from 4 hours to almost 7.
dude, yeah.
Getting active and obviously getting more tired, needing to sleep more. Great, epic.
But one thing that worries me is that I haven't heard anything about diet.
I didn't feel like I looked significantly better, but the moment I'd taken this photo and put it side by side with the first one, I was shocked. You could see it in my belly, you could see it on my sides, you can see it on my face, and my weight was down yet again.
If he says what he's doing, he should be losing weight way faster, and because he's not, and he's putting in so much effort, because that's what he's mentioning,
Yeah.
it's probably either he's cheating on his calories or he's just consuming too many calories.
Exactly.
Right now, I would say, hey, let's focus on the calorie intake rather than the activity.
But the other side to this coin is the eating. At the point where I decided to make this change, I was eating horribly. Eating junk food had essentially become my way of pushing myself to work harder.
This used to be very relatable for me. If I do this right now, if I finish everything, I can have another protein bar, or I can have another thing like this, or I can have this thing.
Good food, that's when things really started making a turn. My strategy was effectively just to plate myself the original meal that I would have normally had, but then just shift the proportions away from the chips and the rice, more towards the veg and the protein.
That's good advice.
Exactly, very good advice. This video is a great video. It looks like he is noticing that the first 30 days weren't optimal as well, and he's now changing his behavior and actually focus more on diet because he's starting to talk about it right now around day 30.
Through the time I'd given myself, it seemed to have paid off big time. I felt more agile, not to mention that my weight was now sitting at 81 kilos.
In terms of an optimal body transformation, the weight could have been a bit lower by now. He lost around 3 to 4 kilos now. There's nothing wrong with this speed.
I also think it's very important to just let him build healthy habits. I think
That's the most important
He's
thing.
on a great track. I think he's doing great.
3 months ago, I got myself this standing desk, and I spent an average of 4 hours per day working from it. I could not recommend it more.
Getting people to step more, again, a great point in the video.
Not everything I tried was super effective. Like, one thing I used was the Slender Tone belt that shocks your abs into contracting many times very quickly.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no, not those.
He actually
things.
tried it as well.
This
This is a very smart guy. He knew before starting it was bullshit.
It wasn't really designed to help you lose weight, more to tone your abs.
Keep this in mind because I get this question so often. I mainly want to lose fat on my belly.
You cannot spot reduce fat.
Exactly.
Solve my hydration problems forever. Just making sure that I always had a full bottle on the desk with me.
Hey.
I mean, that's great advice. We actually do it as well. Being dehydrated is not very good.
No.
Right, Eddie Hall?
Very, very, very dehydrated.
Having had so many workouts, I was lifting about 80% more than when I started.
80% sounds like an insanely high number, but it is actually for definitely beginners or people that are not really used to progressive overload or never really challenged themselves. It's actually a decent number that is actually hittable in 100 days or 80 days, 90 days.
This is me now.
Damn.
Damn, looking good, man.
8 hours of sleep. So his steps just keep going up.
79 kilos with a 16.9% body fat.
Should it be faster? No, not really.
No.
If this works for him,
I think actually because of the pace of his progress, he can actually stick to it after the 100 days.
and I think it's definitely worth watching this video again. Check out the link in the description if you want to get some more motivation, and check it out again for all the information.
So Aaron did a great job living a healthier lifestyle and burning off those calories. If you want to see a video on how to burn the most calories, check out this video.
Don't forget to smash like, subscribe, hit bell. See you next episode.